But only the low, we back with another video coming in on that boy Bino. He will be the first player that we doing his second season. Now, he have a 6-year deal. So this first year, we will not be rebuilding. Y'all know that. We just want to see where the team at. If they don't do nothing for 6 years of him being here, this is going to be a fail. We at least want to get one Super Bowl with all these players in their second contract. He got 6 years to do it. So 6 years of the Vikings, they just need to rebuild and make the right choices. Now, this is the first season, week 1. We ready to start simming. Award-winning DB. Now, since this contract is 6 years, we're going to try to get through with some of the years easy without rebuilding. We want them to really have a chance. So if they don't make the playoffs, I will not be rebuilding. First round pick 28. He fell in the draft, but this is what he's accumulated in 4 years. In Cincinnati, he had 6 years in Minnesota. So we can see if he could cook up more stats to just make his time in the NFL a better time, and showing that 5'5" height don't matter. So with the first week in the books, first mid-season in the books, I should say, they're 1-6, bro. Morale dropping. He a little upset from all the losing. He thought coming to this team they were going to win, and he's upset that he's here for 6 years. He cannot back out of the contract. Okay. Mid-season, he has 27 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 3 pass deflections. So he's doing pretty decent. We want to see those interceptions go up. I actually want to see him get a sack this year. First year as a Viking, and they go 2-15. I know for a fact that boy Bino is not happy. He thought he was coming on a championship contending team. That proves to be wrong. First year in the books, the Vikings have taken a motherfucking fall. We in the preseason. We're obviously gonna sim to mid-season from here. But I just wanted to come and see the season he had the first year and see if he made any Pro Bowls or anything. Bino, best player on the team. You got Justin Jefferson now, 31, so he's a little older. Ending up with the least amount of tackles of his career. 1 tackle for loss, 3 interceptions, 4 pass deflections. So I don't know if this is enough for a Pro Bowl, but not a bad season. You know what I'm saying? A bounce back season from the last season in Cincinnati when it comes to interceptions. That was not good enough to get a Pro Bowl or any type of award. This is just another wasted year in his career. Next year, they actually a little bit better than last year, 3-4. So this could be a year where they can sneak into the playoffs. We want them to sneak into the playoffs. They have a defensive lineman breakout. I'm not going to mess with it. He's going to get the breakout. If he get it, it's all cool. No morale loss. I'm obviously going to check the depth chart to make sure that he's in the slot corner and main corner, just to up his stats that much more. Next season, 17 tackles, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. His stats are going down tremendously. All right, so we just switched him to the slot. They didn't have him playing slot corner. They had somebody else, so that's probably why his numbers was a little down. But put him back at this slot, that should step his numbers back up. 6-11. They are building. They getting better. They got better than last year. So hopefully it's a trend going up and not just a fluky year where y'all just got lucky and won a few games. Next year, 77 overall. They took a hit. I'm guessing we had to lose Justin Jefferson. Something had to happen. 1 tackle for loss, 2 interceptions, 6 pass deflections. So he's back on top with some of his highest pass deflections. And he got 1 forced fumble. You know what I'm saying? Better, I don't know, man. They kind of the same if you ask me. Kind of the same type of season. Not a Pro Bowl season. Just a DB that's there, you know what I'm saying, making plays when they need to. These years in Cincy, hopefully we can see one of these again, man. Oh my goodness. I promise y'all, is no cheating involved. I want to take a look at the roster because we're 5-1. It can be sneaky. If they make the playoffs this year, we can be looking at a rebuild to help them get better. Now, like I said, I will not be re-signing no players. I'm going to do only 3 picks in the draft, and we have a limit to what we can sign in free agency. I know I was talking about I wasn't going to do it to switch stuff up to kind of help them out as much as I can to have better years. I believe this is his 3rd year, so he have 3 more to go. This year, he's taking a fall, big fall. 2 tackle for losses, no interceptions with only 1 pass deflection. All right, for the second half of this third season, I basically put him everywhere I can. I put him at cornerback 1. I put him at slot cornerback 1. I put him at free safety 2. And I put him at strong safety 2. So I put him everywhere I could put him closest to being able to play in that position. Playing or close to being able to play. 9-8, and we squeeze our way into them playoffs. All we needed was a chance. Hopefully that's all we needed was a chance. In the wild card game, third year on the Vikings, we made the playoffs with an unexpected team overall. Bino, man, he's back in the playoffs. I believe he made it on the Bengals twice, if I'm not mistaken. So now he's back in the playoffs, bringing some playoff experience to this Vikings team. Good. So a bounce back year, you can say. You know what I'm saying? He had a bounce back year, 82 tackles. I'm not even going to count what most it is, but it's not his worst. This is his best season for Minnesota up to date. 82 tackles, 3 tackle for losses, 1 interception, 4 pass deflections. So first team we got up, the New York Giants, way better overall than us. This is going to be a hard, tough task. Let's see if we can get it done. With the first game in the books, finishing with a 9-8 record, which means next year we're going to do a small rebuild depending on who's up for contract. If most of the good guys are up for contract, we're going to have to scrap it and just let them do what they do. Okay, so he did add something. No Pro Bowls, no best backs, no none of that. He was Defensive Player of the Week, week 19. So he turned it around towards the end, got Defensive Player of the Week. That's tough. All right, man, this is what the team is looking like. Offense is horrendous. We only have Justin Jefferson to look forward to. And then defense is, oh my goodness. I don't think it's a point in rebuilding this team. You know what? Just for the fuck of it, I am going to do a rebuild. We got $152 million, which means we can fill up a lot of spots. Still got Justin Jefferson, all that. So let's go ahead and get to it. So for the signings, this is everybody we brought in. We can only do 2 weeks of free agency. The last one, we cannot do anything. So this is who we are going to be bringing in after free agency. Right guard. We got the left guard as well. Got Wyatt Woods, the receiver. That's cool. We got Quentin Williams. Also got Zach Beasley and Virgil Buchanan. So we upgraded in a lot of positions of need. I'm cool with that. We still got a lot of money to go make 2 trades is all we get. This is what the team is looking like after free agency and the draft. I did not touch the draft. I let them do it. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to limit myself to a pick on defense and a pick on offense. I cannot do 2 on defense and 2 on offense. It's 1 defense, 1 offense. All right, with the first trade, we're going to go with Justice Melton. Signing Becton in free agency. Did not know that they were going to draft O-lineman, so we're going to use one of them instead. Go ahead and get him up out of here. He's 33. This was a 1-year deal. Anyway, bringing in a 24-year-old right end and a 7th round pick. We're giving up some of the future in a 2nd round pick, giving up a left tackle and a wide receiver for a 33-year-old CeeDee Lamb with no abilities. I do not care. CeeDee Lamb is CeeDee Lamb. We only giving up a 2nd, but we're getting back a 6th round pick. I think this would be a good trade for the team. So with everything done, this is what the team looks like after free agency, the draft, of course, and also the 2 trades that we made, bringing in CeeDee Lamb. He's older, but we need him just to be a good wide receiver too. O-line is much better than what we seen before. Y'all boys can vouch for that. Come to defense. We stepped up in a lot of positions, bringing in a middle linebacker, a left outside, 2 defensive tackles, and we also traded for this right end, and we brought in this left end, I believe. But I think this could be a team that can make some noise, possibly make the playoffs again, especially if we made it with that roster we had last year. 3-4, okay. I don't know what last season was. That had to be some fluky shit going 5-1, but let's go ahead and see the season we're having. Best player on the team, of course. Looking at stats and contracts, only 32 tackles, no tackle for losses, no interceptions, 1 pass deflection, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. 9-8 record was not enough to get to the playoffs. So I put together a team that had the exact same record. A lot of these people finna be gone. I can no longer rebuild. I used my 1 rebuild. I tried to help as much as I can, but with what we was given, it wasn't much I can do. Okay, so throwing him back in that slot, and he finally has a half a sack. No, not defensive player of the year because he didn't reach 100 tackles, but a best DB of the year. We could be seeing him in 2032 having a best DB of the year after getting it in 2026. Defensive player of the year. He fell short of the list, and he got it again. Best DB in 2032 after getting it in 2026. This is good for him. Getting them accolades up. He got some playoff experience last year. They a better team, or the same team this year, just didn't make the playoffs. Next year, hopefully they can get a little better. I don't know if they will, but this is good getting the best DB. Next season, okay overall for them. They still probably possibly have some of their best players. Let's go look at the roster before we look at the awards and see if we got any. I believe Justin Jefferson retired, or he may be signed somewhere else, but Wyatt Woods, the guy that I signed, he's still here. He's still kicking along, pushing around. One thing we know is he did end up getting best DB, but let's see if there was a Pro Bowl performance. And yes, getting his third Pro Bowl in over 6 years. You know what I'm saying? It took him 6 years from 2026 to 2032. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. That is 6 years, bro. 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is the record. I definitely want to go look at my player and see. His morale is down. Look like he upset. Let's see what it's at. Stats and contracts. He has 34 tackles, no interceptions, no tackle for losses, no sacks, 4 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble with 2 fumble recoveries. It looked like in the latter part, the end part of his career, he's starting to get a lot of them forced fumbles, a lot of them recoveries. You know what I'm saying? This good, I guess, so far. It's only mid-season. We obviously got to make sure that he's in the slot as well, so we will make sure of that, and we're going to finish off this season. Finishing off this season, this possibly is his last season. He might have one more, but let's go take a look at the year. They finished 5 and 12. Stats and contracts. He finally gets his first full sack, having 91 total tackles, a tackle for loss, 1 whole sack, 1 interception, but he came through with 9 pass deflections. That's his most since he first came in the league. 2 more years left on his deal. 2 more years here on the Vikings possibly. And we're back, man. We know that these final years of his career here will be painstaking. We don't know if they're going to re-sign him. I don't think they will, because the fall off that they took, they probably just going to take the rebuild route. He's going to be 30. He's going to be looking to go to a team that's ready to win now. Getting some upgrades, we're now able to upgrade him because he did fall to a superstar. We know the season he had. Is this good enough to make a Pro Bowl? No, it was not. He did not make the Pro Bowl, only accumulating still 3. Yes, we know it is a shit show, but at this point, we're just trying to see if he can accumulate at least 1 more Pro Bowl for me, man. At least 1 more. Dropping to a 97 because of morale, but he's still finding a way to accumulate these stats. 47 tackles, 1 interception, 2 pass deflections. End of the year, 1 and 16. But he still somehow had a good year. 106 tackles, 2 tackle for losses, 2 interceptions with 6 pass deflections. Taking a look, and he does it. Making the Pro Bowl for the 4th time in his career. 2 Pro Bowls in Minnesota. 2 Pro Bowls in Cincy. Everywhere he goes, he's a Pro Bowl corner. I love that for him. Possibly could make 1 more because I believe this is his last year in Minnesota. Bino Jr. is ready to negotiate. This is his last year on this team, possibly. And no, Bino is no longer a Minnesota Viking. For his last years of his career, most likely, Bino has made his way to Buffalo. Let's go take a look at his contract in Buffalo. Signing only a 1-year deal. That's crazy. Only a 1-year deal. If y'all boys ready to see the 3rd video of Bino, of how his career is going to pan out, how it's going to end in Buffalo for only a year, which will make him 31, ready to re-sign another contract. But with that being said, that will do it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the second part of Bird Bino's career. I'm ready for this one, the third one, to see how he pans out. See if he can make one more Pro Bowl, make it to 5, and then get up out of here. But it's been your boy Lit Low. I'ma get up out of here, and I'm out, man.